Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, dímelo, mi gente, que lo que you already know. This is Punch Drunk Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, el Sazón, el Borracho, el Pastor de Boxeo. Mi gente, mi gente, mi gente. Time to talk some serious-ish. Time to talk some serious-ish. Time to expose the fuckery in this YTBC. See, a lot of contradiction, a lot of hypocrisy. A lot of the blaming game, especially when it comes around this community over here, people want to blame individuals, people want to blame channels, people want to blame groups. Nah. Everyone is guilty. Everyone is guilty in pushing narratives. I'm talking about, I'm not going every single one. When I'm talking about everybody, I mean in general. Everyone is guilty. From boxing channels to media to independent media to the subscribers to the followers to the viewers, you all narrative pushers, narrative supporters. This is what we do. And I'm talking about collectively. Created this channel to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern day wars, modern day gladiators. They put their life in the line for pure entertainment. Nobody says it like me, but nobody says it like that but Punch Drunk Boxing. Facts. A lot of people are here to be entertained with narrative, be entertained with boxing talk, be entertained with pure boxing talk, be entertained with debates, be entertained with dialogues, be entertained with the lie, because people just don't like the truth. The truth just not attractive enough. So people are comfortable with the lie. In this community, people are comfortable with the lie. And why I got these three gentlemen on my thumbnail, it's because these three gentlemen right here, and I could add more. I could add the narrative of Top Rank supporters, Top Rank narrative pushers, and PBC supporters, PBC narrative pushers. What's good, Davis? What's good? This going to be some real talk right now. Some real talk. This is the type of talk that other channels is afraid to talk about because they're scared to lose their subscribers. If you build your channel off Canelo Alvarez, or you build your channel on hating Canelo Alvarez, you can't afford to like Canelo Alvarez if you build your channel off hating Canelo Alvarez, and you can't critique Canelo Alvarez if you build your channel in supporting and loving and praising Canelo Alvarez. A lot of you like to support people that don't want to show their faces. Avatars who is scared. I call them pussies because they can say whatever they want to say about boxers, but they don't show their face because they know if they show their face and these boxers or their entourage is around, you get your jaw broken in pieces. Never be to be able to talk again in these live streams in YTPC. You support avatars or you support the real thing. That's number one. A lot of people like to say a lot of slick shit. See me? I'm everywhere. I go everywhere. I see any boxers. See, you know, hey, see, in Punch Drunk Boxing, I could sit down and talk to Canelo Alvarez, and I could sit down and talk to Demetrius Andrade. See, y'all like rocking with channels that they gotta go against Demetrius Andrade, that go against Jermall Charlo, against David Benavidez, and I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez channels, who the host is scared to keep it real, even to critique Canelo Alvarez or his team just a little bit because you're scared. You're pussy. You're scared to lose your subscribers. Now, other channels that has built on, let's say, race, they can't give credit to Latino channels because they build their channel on being racist and being racist toward Latinos or Europeans. There's other channels out there that's just predominantly Latino and like to hate on black. Or European that likes to hate on American, or American that likes to hate on everybody else. Seems like a lot of people got a niche. The only thing is you can't blame too much you can't blame too much of the content creator because you guys support it. You guys support the narrative. You guys support the lie. I'm going to say one thing. If you don't got the heart and you don't got the balls or statistical fortitude to show your face in these streams, but yeah, talk about shit about boxers. Shut the fuck up, you dead ass pussy, and shut the fuck up about boxers, because you dead ass pussies. All right? I'm going to say straight like that. Whoever can't show their face and talk shit about boxers, you's a straight up pussy. And if you support pussies like that, you a pussy as well. If you support people that are avatars that can't show their face to talk shit about fighters and devalue them and discredit them and disrespect them and can't have the heart to show their face, if you support their channel, you's a straight up pussy yourself. You a pussy enabler. You Vajiji juice motherfuckers, you. Right or the storm. Oh, we're gonna keep it real right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep it real. All the way real. Unsubscribe if you want, subscribe if you want. The people that like that real shit's gonna subscribe. The people that's gonna unsubscribe, go to them fuckery and the fake ass channel. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a damn. Right of the storm, de lo mío, mi hermano. Mr. Moonshine, salute, bro. I pay to watch Boo Boo versus Charlo. I pay to watch that shit too. There are people that create narratives of you gotta face the mandatories. There's people that create narratives to say, we don't care about unification bouts. There's people that create narratives that say that belts don't matter. There's people that create narratives to shame other fighters with other fighters and then contradict themselves when it's time to talk about separate type of fighters. Let me give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. Good looking out, right of the storm. Smash the like button. If you don't like it, smash the dislike button. I don't give a motherfucking damn. I don't give a damn. I put in work here. I put in real work out here. I put in real work out here. I don't give a damn if I get kudos, if I get props. I know what I do over here. I know what this channel has done. This channel have gotten boxer signed. This channel right here, this little ass channel has gotten fighters signed. Dreams coming true. Money in their pocket. Oh, I got a responsibility to tell you the truth. Y'all wanna support them other fake ass channels? You are fake ass motherfuckers too. I don't give a damn about y'all too, because y'all don't do shit for the sport of boxing. Nah, Choice is not the avatars of the I'm not talking about the Choice. I'm not talking about the avatars of the comment sections. I'm talking about the avatars. I'm talking about people that get on panels, people that are hosts that can't show their face and talk shit about fighters because they are pussies, because they won't go to a fight and face the fighter that they talk crap with. Because if you don't get snuffed by the fighter, you're going to get jumped by the entourage, you pussy. Sorry, Dios, pero today tengo que decir tanto dicho hoy, porque así como entiende esto palomazo aquí. Esto palomazo en the YTBC, así como entiende esto. Pero yo le tengo que hablar como el diablo, porque es el diablo que es who they support. Sorry, Dios. Dame una hora y después I repent. There's people out here that create channels to debunk the so-called narrative channels. You just as bad as them. Two wrongs don't make a right. You just as bad as them. If you believe these are narrative channels and then you debunk the narrative channel and create your channel to debunk, you just as a sucker as them. You just as a sucker as well. And you who support that is a sucker as well too. There's going to be a lot that people won't unsubscribe. And I don't give a damn. You know why? In the end of the day, real recognize real. Loyal supporters is going to be loyal. And the fighters are going to get my respect. The fighters going to get my respect. Because I could walk into any arena. Like I said, I could walk into a place and be cool with the Canelo people. What's up, Punch Drunk? I could go into the Jermall Charlo, the Charlo brothers entourage. What's good, Punch Drunk? I go to Demetrius Andrade. What's good, Punch Drunk? I could go with the T.O. What's good, Punch Drunk? The Serranos. What's good, Punch Drunk? Legends. What's good, Punch Drunk? I don't give a fuck. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers gonna give me credibility out here. In the end of the day, I created this channel to preserve the sport of boxing and to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, not to massage your feelings. I'm not here for that. You don't put your life in the line for my pure entertainment. You name them. Killy Boxing, you name them. Let me know. Let me know who you think. Let me know the names that it feels like, oh shit, Punch Drunk is talking. Let me know. Let the people know. You got a voice right now. Tell the people who you think I'm talking about. I say all. I say all in general. Let me give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. So there's people out here that was, let's say a channel was like, hey, yo. Excuse me. Hey, yo. Lomachenko was ducking Devin Haney. Lomachenko was ducking Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the mandatory. He was ducking. He was ducking. There was channels out there that was supporting that created that narrative. There was other channels to debunk that narrative. Cool. My opinion is Lomachenko was not ducking no Devin Haney to fight the champion that beat Richard Comey, the IBF champion, Teofimo Lopez. It doesn't make sense. No, he was not ducking him. He was duck because how you going to duck and go after a champion, the harder fighter, the more proven fighter, the most dangerous fighter? But there was channel to debunk those narratives, and there's people that say, why would Lomachenko go after a potential mandatory and not fight a champion? Correct? Correct. Let's move on. There's people out there that felt like Canelo Alvarez ducked Jermall Charlo because Jermall Charlo was in mandatory position. Mind you, Devin Haney nor Jermall Charlo has never been ordered to either Lomachenko and Canelo Alvarez. So there's channels out there that created a narrative saying that Charlo was ducked by Canelo, and there's other channels that was debunking those type of narrative. My opinion is Canelo Alvarez did not duck the mandatory because there was never an order. The bullshit was the franchise and elevated Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. Hey, the WBC never ordered no Charlo and Canelo, and the WBC never ordered Devin Haney and Lomachenko. At the end of the day, what did Canelo Alvarez did? Did he fight Daniel Jacobs? Did he fight Triple G in the middleweight division? Did he fight champions? Did he do bigger and better things? No, you can't shame Canelo Alvarez to fight a mandatory where he's going after champions. You can't shame Lomachenko for not fighting his mandatory because he's going after a champion. So why now? But now there's a narrative now. Demetrius Andrade is ducking his mandatory when he wants to go up against the champion. But because, see, now now you have flipped how you say it? Positions. You have become what you hate. Yeah. In this boxing, people come around here and Punch Drunk boxing. Hey, yo, Punch. You heard what the LDPC, New Media, Ego, and Dante, and all these people be saying, yo, you heard them, and then y'all do the same ass shit on the flip side. Don't talk to me about you. Hey, yo, Punch Drunk, you gotta say something about it. You gotta say something about the LDPC. Nah, motherfucker, y'all do the same ass shit. Shut the fuck up. You create your channel and you debunk that shit if you want. Y'all do the same ass shit. Motherfucker, at least they tell us what's their model. They're about the black, the African American boxers. That's it. That's their MO. That's who they're gonna support. And what y'all support? See, the difference between is these groups got names, but the channels that they work around each other and they like to debunk these groups is because you can't name them because they don't got a group name. But there's just as if their narrative pushes, you narrative pushes yourselves. And then the subscribers, you pick what narrative you want to choose. You still, the wrong is the wrong. If the narrative is wrong, because some narratives could be right, but if the narrative is wrong, you wrong yourself. These guys would shame Terrence Bud Crawford. You guys would shame Earl the Truth Spence. Y'all push the narrative. Wrong is wrong. You know better. You all know better. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all want to subscribe to Unbiasedly, Logically, and Objectively? Your boy, Mr. Moonshine, is right here. Y'all want to be members of narrative pushers? Be my guest. Be entertained. I get it. Everybody got their taste. Everybody got their motherfucking taste. But don't come around here and talk to me about hardcore boxing shit. You ain't no hardcore boxing fan. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all support narrative pushers. All of you support narrative pushers. All of you. Somebody gonna tell me, hey, yo, Punch, but Demetrius Andrade, he ducked Jermall Charlo. He ducked Lara. He ducked and avoided to fight Sergey Demetrius, un tipo que no ganado nada. Nothing. But then you will push the narrative that Triple G duck. Y'all won't say that Triple G ducked and avoided Andre. Y'all won't say that Jermall Charlo didn't duck Andre, or y'all won't say that Canelo Alvarez avoided Demetrius Andrade. No. Because if you say that Canelo Alvarez avoided Demetrius Andrade, you will lose subscribers. You are pussy. You know why? Because it's Canelo's team that fucked up the undisputed middleweight championship. They fucked it up. Who fucked it up? Canelo's team. Y'all like to say Canelo's team. Y'all like to say Golden Boy Promotions. Y'all don't like to say Canelo. But when it comes to Demetrius Andrade, y'all like to say Boo-Boo Andrade. You don't keep it consistent. You say Demetrius Andrade. You don't say Eddie Hearn. You don't say Matchroom. You don't say DAZN. You don't say Rock Nation. You go strictly to the fighter. So now you go strictly to the fighter and say it was Canelo Alvarez. Porque ustedes no tienen bola para decir eso, because you scared to lose your subscribers. And you support that because it massage and it soothe your feelings. So when the channel be like, oh no, wait. What's good, Trick No Team? What's good, my brother? Oh, no. You remember that that Golden Boy, they found out the paperwork. And the paperwork is this. I even said it. But if you're going to blame the fighter, you don't be like, oh, yo, during the Charlo shit, it was the paperwork that was signed off wrong, that Demetrius Andrade didn't sign off on that Jermall Charlo with the money that he was going to get. He didn't sign off on that. Y'all don't blame the paperwork. No, you say Demetrius Andrade, duck Jermall Charlo. Cool. Canelo Alvarez, duck Demetrius Andrade. Ustedes no tienen bola para decir eso. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Because y'all build your channel. Y'all build your channel of Canelo Alvarez. Y'all scared to lose your Canelo Alvarez fan base. Y'all scared to lose your Canelo Alvarez subscribers. And this is the reason. There are channels out there that are scared. They won't keep it real. There's other channels out there that they push the narrative for a top rank fighter. There's people out there that push the narrative for PBC fighters. There's people out there that hate PBC. There's people out there that hate Top Rank. There's people out there that hate DAZN. So there's people out there that going to be like, right now, oh shit, Haney is all this, all that. And then there's going to be people that are going to be like, well, Gervonta Tank Davis is the top dog. He's all this and he's all that. Now, which narrative are you going to support? What narrative you going to support? Let me know, guys. Because y'all don't want boxing talk. Y'all don't want boxing fairness. A lot of people getting offended out here. They shouldn't get offended. This is the truth. Nobody could, you know what it is? Ain't nobody could tell me that I'm lying. I've been saying this since day one of my channel. People are comfortable with the lie, and that's the problem right here. That's what I found out in the YTBC. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep on saying it. When I first created my channel, I thought this community was about hardcore boxing fans. I said, damn, these are my people right here, the hardcore boxing fans, because for real, you know what I'm saying? Outside of YouTube, you can't find boxing fans all over. You can't find them. You can find them in the YouTube, but your friends, your immediate friends don't know shit about boxing. So the YTBC, this is the boxing community. This is the supposed to be hardcore boxing fan. Mentira. Mentira. Aquí entró de gente de que son palomazos. Bellevue Hospital patients. A lot of people out here is not in it for boxing. A lot of channels not in it for boxing as well. Vamos a decir la verdad. Vamos a decir la verdad. Now you could be real and be like, you know what? Yo, Punch, I understand what you're saying. I'd rather support the narrative of this pusher. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's almost like going to church. It's almost like being in religion. It's almost like being a Muslim, a Christian, a Jewish, or whatever, a Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? You ain't killing nobody. You just follow a doctrine. And this is the doctrine over here. People are following doctrine. So you're going to have one channel. It might go live and it's fucking, oh, these fucking Top Rank. And they not paying these fighters. And they not paying these fighters. I hate Mayweather Promotions. I love Top Rank. I hate Eddie Hearn. I love Golden Boy. I hate Golden Boy. I love PBC. Why you think there's a lot of channels out there that first won't show their face, and then there's channels out there that won't even want, they try to make believe like, I don't want to talk to any fighters. You know why they don't want to talk to any fighters? Because they talk so much shit about the fighter that they don't have the balls to get next to a fighter. And if they ever get next to these fighters, you know what the first thing they'll ask? For a picture. Pal de mamahuevo, palomazo. Palomazo. Y'all see my face every fucking time. And then when I'm out there, y'all see who I've interviewed. And people be like, oh, yo, Punch, you just cool with motherfuckers that give you interviews and then you become cool. Well, I interviewed Canelo Alvarez, and I interviewed Demetrius Andrade, and I interviewed Jermall Charlo, and I interviewed Teofimo, and I've spoken to Bill Haney, and I interviewed David McWaters, and Lou DeBella, and Mauricio Sulaiman. I've chopped it up with WBO. I chopped it up with Amanda Serrano. I interviewed Katie Taylor. Mira. Right here, Punch Drunk Boxing is unbiased, logically, and objectively. We preserve everybody. Punch, what do you think about Blair Cos versus Mauricio Hooker? That's a good fight. It's a good fight. No, Kitty, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I hear that too much. I hear that too much. People that likes to be like, the same people that be like, oh, yo, the DBC is this and that and stuff. They do the same shit. Whatever. If you feel like they narrative push, they do. The other channels that's trying to debunk do the same shit. They do the same shit. Charge all of them. If you're going to charge one, charge all of them. The only reason why people can mention a group is because y'all know the name. But there's other people that get in cahoots. They just don't got no name, but they think the same way. They get in the panel together and they talk all day. They just don't got a group name. They just don't got a name. That's what it is. It is what it is, man. There's channels out there that pump Deontay Wilder, and there's channels out there that likes to flame Deontay Wilder. And those are the debunk narrative. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's debunking somebody. But put everybody's the debunk narrative channel. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. But let's be real. They say you're here to uplift the fighters, but I've heard you slander Haney. No. I don't slander Haney. I say that he's a boring fighter, but a great fighter. See, the thing is, people don't want to listen. When I say Devin Haney got a winning skill set, Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Devin Haney is the lightweight champion of the world. Devin Haney has elite skills. Devin Haney has the best jab in the lightweight division. Devin Haney's entertainment value is boring. And I feel that he has the tools to be an exciting fighter or to make statements so he won't get so he won't get snubbed by boxing politics like they're doing right now. Boxing conversations like they're doing now. I'm talking about boxing camaraderie. When Hopkins is saying that belts don't matter, Oscar De La Hoya is saying that belts don't matter, Mayweather saying that belts don't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not. This is just punch from boxing. But legendary fighters are saying the same shit, and they putting another fighter that doesn't have no strap as number one. So what do I say? Man, you know what? You know what's the difference between them and you? Is that they making statements and they having highlight reels and they sustaining the eyeballs. So Devin Haney, if your level's above this Kambosa, make a statement versus Kambosa. Now you tell me what the fuck am I hating on? I could say the same shit. Isaac Cruz is an exciting fighter, but he don't got the skill set of no Devin Haney. You see? Now, either you be like, oh shit, you shitting on them. I said it right now. Isaac Cruz don't got the skill set of Devin Haney, but he's more entertaining. You see? He don't got the skill set of Devin Haney, but he's more entertaining. Devin Haney got skills, but he's not entertaining. Where am I hating? This is not popular opinion or what? Why when somebody say that somebody is boring, you equate that's the equivalent of saying that he got no skills. I never said that in my life. Halim, HLD in the building. What's good, man? HLD, what's good? Anthony Lopez, dímelo, mi hermano. Dímelo, señor. Let me say, shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. What's good? What's good? What's good? He said Huggy Bear Henny is the GOAT. The clinch master. Anthony Lopez, what's good? What's good? What's good? Siempre. William Boxing in the building. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good to the members? Yeah, yo, smash the like button. Smash the like. Smash the like. Halim, what's good? What's good? So let me clear this out. The video that I did of Jennebeck, if y'all familiar with the channel, you know I never call fighters garbage. Basura. That was to give you a taste of your own medicine. I don't believe that Jennebeck is basura, and I don't believe that Jennebeck is garbage. I believe that Jennebeck is a good fighter. Yet, I would love to see Demetrius Andrade unified in the middleweight division, one of the most prestige and historically lucrative division in the sport of boxing, and got good names so we could see these type of fights. I am not going to shame any fighter to fight a mandatory when they're in a position to get a unification bout. Charlo don't got no fights. Demetrius Andrade at this moment don't got no fight. I don't give a damn if he was ordered. I would love Demetrius Andrade to sign a 30-day extension and then make a unification deal, a unification fight with Jermall, Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. And because I know that the WB and the WBC is working hand in hand together, so I think they could make this fight happen. I believe it's good. It's a good legacy fight. It's a good fight for middleweight division. It's a bigger fight, and both of these belt federations will cash in. So, but yeah, I want to shame this guy to fight a mandatory that a lot of motherfuckers wasn't talking about. I've been here for almost four years doing punch run boxing. I never heard Jennebeck. I never heard nobody shame and be like, hey, yo, Triple G got to fight Jennebeck. Charlo got to fight Jennebeck. Demetrius Andrade got to fight Jennebeck. Canelo Alvarez got to fight Jennebeck. Sergey Derevchenko got to fight Jennebeck. I never heard this shit before. Y'all just doing it. Y'all just doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. Again, there's other channels out there. There's Canelo Alvarez, prompt channels. And look, I give a lot of props to Canelo Alvarez, but I could give props to everybody else. And that's what people don't understand. People, I don't see, punch run boxing is not the problem. It's some of y'all people are the problem. Y'all not loyal to the, if y'all don't disagree with somebody, oh, ain't subscribe. Nah. I'm not here to go at fighters. We could joke around, throw some shots here and there. And y'all see me do it with Devin the Dream Haney, right? With the boring stuff. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But he's an undisputed. Ain't nobody can take that away from him. I ain't taking that shit away from him. I wanted Kambosa versus Devin Haney. That's the primary fight in the lightweight division. I did videos about it. I'm the one that did a video saying that Devin Haney at the age of 32 going to be the most powerful man in the sport of boxing. It was me that did that. I ain't seen nobody saying, yo, Punch, you hate it. There's channels out there that want to go against every fighter that Canelo Alvarez is linked to. So you're going to hear these channels talk shit about Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, sometimes David Benavidez, any name that Canelo Alvarez, that any potential opponent that Canelo Alvarez is linked to, these channels are going to flame those names. And y'all going to laugh and y'all going to love it. At the end of the day, it doesn't make y'all also enabling a narrative. Y'all becoming who y'all hate. Y'all becoming who y'all hate. Y'all becoming who y'all hate. Again, there's Canelo Alvarez channels and there's Canelo Alvarez hating channels. And then they capitalize off views. They capitalize off super chats. They capitalize off everything. But they don't do it for the sport of boxing. They do it to hustle the people. That's what they do it for. And y'all love to get hustled because y'all entertained. So y'all in it for the hustle. Y'all entertained by it. Y'all support the wrong. Know what I'm saying? So y'all doing the same. What y'all doing to Demetrius Andrade is what these other channels was doing to Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko. And y'all doing the same shit. Y'all doing the same shit. Y'all doing the same shit of the group channels that y'all always want to go after. Y'all doing the same shit. You can't say that Haney is boring if you don't understand about it. Chick in the building. What's good, man? He said, nah, man, Boo Boo don't got the resume to do anything. Boo Boo don't got the resume to do anything. Boo Boo got a belt. You see, there's another narrative. So people be like, yo, Punch. There's some people that be like, yo, why you talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia? And why you let people duck Devin Haney, who's undisputed? Damn, belts don't matter. I'm saying the most lucrative fight is Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. It is what it is. It's the business of boxing. Okay? The business handlers, the power plays in the sport of boxing will tell you in your face that Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is the biggest lucrative fight. All right? Now, the important fight for their legacy should be Devin Haney because he got the belts. So then here comes the dilemma of a bunch of fans not caring about the belts, watering down the belts. There's people in the industry, legendary fighters that saying the belts are watered down. There's fighters that current fighters are saying that belts are watered down. There's people are saying, oh, now that belts are watered down because of Devin Haney and things of that nature. What about the WBO belt of Demetrius Andrade? So people want us to be like, oh, but Demetrius Andrade haven't fought nobody. I don't give a fuck if he haven't fought nobody. He got a fucking belt. Oh, but when it comes to Demetrius Andrade, the belt don't matter. You see, it's the narrative pushing who you're going to support. Does the WBO belt matter? Huh? Does the WBO belt matter? Don't tell me that it matters to one person and then to another person. Don't tell me you picking and choosing when the belt matters. So belts matter when it don't matter when the beat's Andre. Does the belt matter when it's Devin Haney? Let me know. Does the belt matter? Yes or no? Because if the belt matter, it's irrelevant for you to tell me, well, Demetrius Andrade resume is all this. It's irrelevant. He's a champion. Why don't y'all say the truth? Why? You scared? Channels, why are you afraid to say the truth? You're scared. You're a pussy to lose subscribers. You don't have the balls to say that Canelo Alvarez people avoided Demetrius Andrade for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. Say the fucking truth. Oh, you don't want to say the truth. Y'all don't want to say the truth. Y'all slaves. Y'all slaves to y'all narrative. That's what it is. Y'all slaves. If you don't have the heart to say it was Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, The Zone, Rock Nation that fucked up those fights that y'all said that Demetrius Andrade avoided, then don't tell me that it was Golden Boy. You're going to blame Boo Boo for his business decisions. You're going to blame Canelo Alvarez for his business decision. Over here in Punch Run Boxing, we keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. Either is the teams or as either is the fighter. If you're going to tell me Punch Drunk, yo, Eddie Hearn fucked up on the Demetrius Andrade matchroom, man. They ain't give him the fights, man. And he was in place in the zone, bro. Eddie Hearn fucked up. The zone fucked up. Why ain't get Triple G and Andre? No. Okay, Golden Boy. They signed the paperwork wrong. Why the fuck Golden Boy went to why the fuck did Golden Boy try to negotiate with Sergey Demetrius right after the fight? Right after the fight with what was it? With Danny Jacobs or Triple G? Why go with negotiations with Sergey Demetrius when you got to undisputed? You got to go right to the undisputed. That Monday, Saturday you win. That Monday your representative got to go to the WBO and or whatever, the IBF mandatory, and be like, hey yo, we fighting an extension, 30-day extension. We're going for a unification bout with Demetrius Andrade. Nah, they wasted time. Who's the manager of Canelo Alvarez? All I'm saying is, if you're going to blame fighters on this side, you're going to have to blame Canelo Alvarez too. It's either Golden Boy Promotions, Matchroom, Rock Nation, whoever is the business handlers of Demetrius Andrade, y'all go and blame it on them. If you blame it on Boo Boo, blame it on Charlo. I'm on Canelo. But I'm going to tell you like this. People don't want to keep it real. They don't want to keep it real. Son pendejo. They scared, man. They scared. You have to admit, though, Boo Boo didn't look dynamic in the last few fights. I have to admit, Boo Boo didn't look dynamic in his last two fights. Joey, what did Boo Boo do in his last fight? My brother Joey, what did Boo Boo did in his last fight? Can you help me out here, or can somebody help out my brother Joey? What did Boo Boo did in his last fight? Wasn't that what people wanted? Wasn't that the same thing? I even said, hey, Demetrius Andrade got to make a statement, man. Damn, he beat Liam Williams, but that's not going to push the envelope. I said on my live show, go check that live show, Liam Williams versus Demetrius Andrade, because people think that I don't keep the same energy. He got to make a statement. What did he do? What did he do? He broke the jaw of Jason Quigley, which he needed immediate surgery in the second round. And then everybody stood shut because he debunked what I was trying to say. Aburrido. What happened, Joe? Are you at, Joe? You Googling? He's highlighting the fight right now. What the fuck happened? When I saw Charlo calling out Andrade, I was like, April Fools. He beat Liam Williams 10 rounds to 2 on 14-month layoff. That too. And he dropped them too. But they say he was boring, though. They say he was boring. It's just that it's just the narrative pushes. Look, I'm gonna say in the YTBC, it's easy to go at Demetrius Andrade because Demetrius Andrade don't have enough fan base to debunk any narrative towards him. So people now let me get this straight. So people diss Jermall Charlo for calling out Demetrius Andrade. They diss Demetrius Andrade for calling out Chris Eubank. They saying, oh, Demetrius Andrade, why are you calling Chris Eubank Jr.? Why are you calling him out? He doesn't have a belt. When he went to Canelo's face and called out Canelo, it was a laughing stock. When he went to the face of Triple G, to his face and called him out, what did y'all say? The same thing he did to Jermall Charlo. So Why don't y'all shame the other fighters that don't answer to the bell? Life and Logic. You the first one, dog. Everyone came later. Good looking out, Life and Logic. Where's the videos? Where are they? Where are the videos for the Canelo Alvarez channels? Where are they? Why don't you give private? You can't say, oh, y'all quick to do videos. Oh my God, Demetrius Andrade, ha ha ha. He called out Chris Eubank. What about when he called out Canelo Alvarez to his face? What about when he called out Triple G to his face? What did y'all say about that? Oh, it's still a Demetrius Andrade problem? I know is the trend. I know is the cool. You the cool guy in the block. You the cool guy in the block. You the guy that want to be like everybody else. Hate on Demetrius Andrade, hate on Charlo. Hate on every fighter that's cahoots with Canelo Alvarez, who's attached to Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to Demetrius Andrade. Shout out to Jermall Charlo. Shout out to all these fighters, by the way. Shout out to all these fighters, by the way. That's what I'm talking about, man. And what I'm talking about today is that there's very, very little unbiasedly, logically, and objectively channels. Just a little. It's narrative versus narrative. It's the debunk narrative versus debunk narratives. Everybody's is there. Oh, this is facts and this is true and this is this and this is true. What do y'all support? Do y'all support what type of channel? Let me see. What type of channels and boxing hosts? What's the criteria of the boxing host that is gonna get your respect? What's the criteria? If somebody was running for president of the United YouTube Boxing and they have the criteria to be the standard of how to have a live show, boxing content creator, do media sessions, do interviews, what is your criteria? Just Life and Logic said, just be real, but be real in what sense? So, because there's some people that like, let's say, interviews, and there's some people that they want to be entertained by somebody to challenge the fighter. Like challenge. Why you ain't do this? Why you do that? Why you do this? Oh man, you would keep the same energy with this one. Why you doing it? Just to be entertained. He said, loyal to the soil. The thing is, Boo Boo has no resume that makes Canelo want to fight him. That's a narrative, my brother. Bivol didn't have a resume as well for Canelo Alvarez. Nobody can match Canelo Alvarez's resume. So nobody around Canelo Alvarez has a resume to compare to Canelo Alvarez. That's what I mean. Guys, let's quit the narrative. The fighters are still gonna respect you. Nobody around Canelo Alvarez has the resume to Canelo Alvarez. That's why I say Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries. He's a walking Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer. We can't say that with nobody around him. So to say that Boo Boo has no resume that makes Canelo want to fight him, then why? For that, Canelo Alvarez got to retire. Because nobody has a resume for Canelo Alvarez compared to him. The resume, he has a belt. Does he have a belt? Now, I'm not saying right now that Canelo Alvarez got to fight Demetrius. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about the energy of this YTBC, of these platform media, independent media, YTPC, the YouTube boxing community. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about the people that has responsibility to have channels and the people that support them. That's what I'm talking about. It's not really the fighter, because Canelo Alvarez could do at this moment. Canelo Alvarez could do whatever he want to do. Although the only responsibility that Canelo Alvarez has, if he's going to stay, is actually in the 168-pound division, because he has belts. And if he has these belts, then he's keeping somebody from having a chance to get him. So what is this that they, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Why are people so fast to try to devalue something? What is this game? What is the game? What is the mindset? Like, to be honest, I watch boxing, right? And I watch boxing because, I respect fucking fighters, man. I love fighters. I think they're special human beings. That's why I got a passion for this fight game. Ain't a narrative over, bro. The fighters today are given to them. The fighters today are given. Can you rewrite that and make it more legible or something? Ain't narrative over, bro. These belts ain't earned no more. Okay, so what are we doing then? The belts don't matter. That's what you're saying, lawyer? Then the belts don't matter then. Because people like following cults and therefore going along with the popular view of that group. That's what it is. Fight Sport Talk. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yo, there's a lot of good channels out there that don't want to fall into that shit. They don't want to fall into that shit. They just want to talk straight good boxing. Excuse me. Being in a cult for people is fun. Boo Boo has one belt. Yeah, he has one belt. So that means I want to see a unification. He's undefeated, an Olympian. It's like, how is that Janabek, who should not be critiqued? Again, I did the video because I was preparing for this live. I want to see the energy. I am giving the people the taste of their own medicine. So when I'm saying Janabek is a hype job, just like Edgar Berlanga. I know people was going to say something about that. I know it. Gotcha. Gotcha. But y'all so quick to diss Boo Boo, a champion, 2 division world champion. But so quick to praise Janabek, que no ha hecho nada. No ha hecho nada. ¿Qué ha hecho ese tipo? Dime la verdad. ¿Qué ha hecho ese tipo? Janabek is no joke, but what has he done? How is Janabek a no joke and Demetrius Andrade is not a no joke? How? Demon, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. How is Janabek this no joke? He's this, he's that. No hecho nada, don't got a belt, and this person is still undefeated, has done shit, is a 2 division world champion, but este tipo es un duro, basura, he ain't shit, don't got a resume, but Janabek lo tiene todo, eh? Dime, mi hermano, lo que es, dime. Keep it real. Tell me, where does it make sense? So Janabek is all this good shit, but you shit on Boo Boo all fucking day. Still undefeated. Ay, mira esto. And then look, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about, folks. The contradictions and the hypocrisy. Janabek has done nothing in the professional level. Nada. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Fatality. Nothing. No ha hecho nada el tipo. But y'all praise him even more to the guy that is undefeated, 2 division world champion, knocked out his last opponent. Y todavía, pero este tipo que no ha hecho nada is the praise. He's the second coming of Jesus Christ. But because you're the cool guy in the group, you're the cool guy that you know is cool to this Demetrius Andrade, because there's a lot of followers and there's a lot of support out there to shit on Demetrius Andrade. So you want to be part of the cool gang. Scant Rant said, Dude Andrade, ha 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 ha. So he's shitty, but Janabek is beautiful, is a great fighter. Janabek is like 305 amateur record, close to that. Okay. And Demetrius Andrade, okay, he won the world, that he won he won in the Olympics, that he won the gold. And Demetrius Andrade was the #1 American fighter. You know what I'm saying? Pan American Games silver medalist, world champion in Chicago, gold medalist, undefeated 2-division world champion. I don't hear you praising him. Why don't you praise him? Because it's a trend to hate him. It's a fun thing. 305, not bad. It's not bad in the amateur circuit. It's not bad. Gervonta Tank Davis had over 250 amateur bouts. Oh, close, almost close. And Adrian Broner as well. Americans don't get praised for their amateur circuit. Ryan Garcia has what? How many national titles does Ryan Garcia got? Like 7, 6, 7, something like that. He still gets shitted on because there is a following that shits on Ryan Garcia, and there's a following to support Ryan Garcia. In the YTBC, you know it's fun to shit on Ryan Garcia. But look at all the national titles he has won. Ain't nobody talk about his amateur circuit. Titanberg, who has Jenna Big? Nobody. The same thing that people be like, hey, Demetrius Andrade hasn't fought nobody. Jenna Big has fought nobody too. And he's 29 years old. Un viejo. Ryan Garcia has brought some of it on himself. Why? Because he's a fighter and talks. I don't get emotional when fighters talk. Let them talk. They in the end of the day, look, I say this, Fight Sport Talk. It don't matter what fighters be saying, because in the end of the day, they're going to step inside the ring and fight. See, there's a lot of people out here in the boxing community that like to talk. Ain't never going to prove it to nobody. There's a lot of people out here that got channels and go to panels that don't even show their face. They don't got the balls to show their face, but have the balls to talk about fighters that are not showing their faces. Have the balls to talk about fighters, but won't dare to confront that fighter in their face or go to a fight so the fighter could see him in the entourage to see them. That's why Canelo Alvarez, entourage, the first thing that they told me. The first thing that Canelo Alvarez out here in New York City, and he came deep. I'm going to tell you like this. Like I told you on that live show, Canelo Alvarez came deep to New York City. And I'm going to tell you like this. Canelo Alvarez people, if you a street motherfucker, they ain't look like some normal ass, just those business people. No, él tiene gente. The guys outside with Canelo Alvarez, eso eran gente. I don't care about Andre or Charlo punch. They need to go away. So champions need to go away. Okay. They like, hey, yo, punch. When I was talking to Canelo's team and I chopped it a little bit with Eddie Reynoso, he didn't want to do an interview that day. He just ain't want to do interviews and stuff like that, right? And then I was talking to Canelo Alvarez team. Be like, hey, yo, hey, ¿cómo está? Yo he visto los videos de usted. Me gusta. You know what I'm saying? You keep it real. You fair. Yo, that's something I get from, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that respect my work. That's what I get from almost all the world champions or their team that I meet. They say, yo, punch, you're fair. That's what if I get any compliments, the most that I get from boxing heads, boxing champion, world champions, their team is, yo, you crazy and you man fair. But también, ¿qué me dijeron ellos? Yo, hey, yo, punch, let me ask you something. Is this guy southpaw here? How about this guy Eagle? Are they here? I said, nah, for real, I don't know these dudes. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. We want to see them. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, cuando yo te estoy diciendo que esos tipos estaban serios, they wasn't laughing. Yeah. There's a lot of people in the YTBC that they, and you know what they said? There's a lot, no, they said there's a lot of people on YouTube that like to cross the line. They said they don't keep it boxing. And they need to make, people need to make an example out of them. But his team that was out in the back, not where everybody was taking pictures. And me, I wasn't trying to be in there. I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna fucking be there. I don't want to do the same video as everybody else. So I was talking to the team, and they like, and I'm like, mira. And I said, por eso que esta gente don't go to fights. Por eso que they don't go to fights. Porque it's not Canelo that's gonna do something. It's not Canelo. It's just people that's going to do something. That's like me if I have a problem and I'm the one that's bringing money. It's not me that's going to do the work. It's my peoples. You talk shit about me. You talk shit about me and think you're going to come around me with my peoples. They'll be the first one. I am mito. Y'all remember what's up? I was arguing over sports. My older brother thought that we was about to fight. We was just arguing over some sports. My brother came out of nowhere. Yanking, bum, 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 bum. I said, yo, bro. Nah, man, it's not nothing, man. Nah, we just talking about that. He go like, he say, nah, I'm saying it just look, it look like, you know what I'm saying? You was about to throw down, no? All right? Straight motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. It's not Canelo that gonna get you. That's why there's people that are scared to show their faces. How about Pac-Man? You already know life. How about with Demetrius Andrade when I went to his fights? Or you think it's just Demetrius Andrade? His brothers, all his brothers fights. All his brothers was fighters. And what they, you know what they be like? Scheming. I ain't in me to scheming. Yeah, want to talk, who be talking shit about my brother? And then after the fight, Demetrius Andrade is like 20 deep. Ponte ahí lo que habla mierda de Demetrius Andrade. Vete para su pelea, ve. Go talk that shit. Para que te rompa la boquita esa, coñazo. Yo quisiera a ver a esta gente que les rompa la boquita. Señala la carita a usted, mamagüevazo. Y ponte a hablar enfrente de la familia de él para que te rompa la boquita, mamagüevazo. Pussy. Punch, I don't always agree with your takes, but I like the energy you bring. You can tell you really care about the sports. Can't fake. Nah, of course, my brother Brian. Of course. I love, yo, these fighters. Think about it. Why we watch the sport? We watch the sport to shit on fighter, to say, he ain't shit. He's a pussy. He a bum. He ain't nothing. It's like this is what we hear in the YTBC all day. And I know there's people going to be like, hey, yo, Punch, but you contradict yourself because, you know what I'm saying, you've been flaming Devin Haney. But let's not forget, me and the Haney team, we ain't see eye to eye. Don't think that the Haney team hasn't thrown no shots at me in other platforms as well. Let's not, but I respect Pops. I respect what he's done for his son. I respect the skill set of Devin Haney. I just don't like and not entertain by his skill set, the way that he approach, the way that he execute his skill set, is not entertaining to me. And I feel like he has the skill set to be entertained when he identifies that he is levels above the fighter that's in front of him. You get it? I hope that people cut that thing out, that edit and so highlight it. It's not that Punch is saying and shit. I hope that Devin Haney does it, makes a statement like Shakur Stevenson did when people was trying to say that he was boring, like Andre did versus Jason Quigley when people was trying to say that he was boring. Make a statement, bring more waste to those belts while these people are trying to devalue your belt. You entertain, And that's your entertainment, and you looking sensational is what really going to put pressure into these guys fighting. That's what's going to put pressure in the fans, because right now they're going by entertainment. They're going by what what looks special, what could look sensational, what they want to see. This is why people say Gervonta Tank Davis, which is entertaining, and Lomachenko, which is entertaining. You clash that up, and people want to see that. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, two people that make a statement. They would like to see Gervonta Tank Davis in a rematch with Isaac Cruz, two guys that's entertaining. That's the we're going into, ladies and gentlemen, where we hate it or love it. We're entering this world. We're in this world already. Put it this way: short videos, IG Reels, TikTok. The fans have a short attention span. A fan do not want to watch 12 rounds of what Devin Haney did to George Kambosa. You got to be a hardcore. But even the hardcore, see, like, oh, yo, man, still 9th round doing the same shit. All right, man, this is easy, but I don't want to see the fight again. But what Gervonta Tank Davis does, you could put a highlight, you could put it on your feed. You see on IG Live, boom, the uppercut. You see, Fortuna, Ryan Garcia, oh shit, Isaac Cruz, Gamboa, oh, you know what I'm saying? Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Devin Haney versus Comey, oh shit, I like it. It is what it is. So get your entertainment value up. Then people gonna want to see you. And then since you have all the belts, you can't run away from the people and the belts. Right now, if you feel like these guys are running away from Devin Haney, it's because the people's not overwhelmingly calling for the fight. People are also getting more and more lazy. I mean, right now we in this 60-second span right now. We in the 60-second span right now. That's the way it's working right now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it's like, yo, there's people out there that boom, that's doing, look, I do a short video of 60 seconds. I'm gonna tell you like this. If I go live and I go 4 hours, do you know that my 4 hours does the same views that it does when I go 1 hour and a half? Because people right away gonna be like, oh yeah, Punch Drunk went live. Shit, 4 hours. 3 hours? I don't know. Let me skip to this shit, man. Give me a time stamp or something. But when it's an hour of a live show, or an hour and 10, an hour and 15, you can listen to that on your way to work. If it's on Spotify or Google Play, it's easy. Or you working out or something like that. People will tune in to a live that's an hour and such. But once it goes past, think at 3, you see 3, 4 hours. Diablo, que yo no quiero ver esa vaina ya. Yeah, people got short attention span. That's what it is. City style boxing was good. Punch, you got to address the boo-boo messed up business. I already addressed it in this. Leonardo already addressed it in this way. That when it comes to boo-boo, not fighting Jermall Charlo, when it comes to boo-boo and the notion, the narrative of ducking Lara and ducking Lomachenko, it's always boo-boo. It's always boo-boo. It's never Rock Nation or Eddie Hearn or Matchroom or The Zone. It's always blaming boo-boo as the guy in suit that fucked up the whole business shit. It's always boo-boo. It's never the business handlers with boo-boo. But when it comes with Canelo Alvarez and that shit that happened when he got stripped, it's not Canelo Alvarez. It's Golden Boy Promotions. That's the problem. That's the narrative. Then say that it was Canelo Alvarez, just like you would say that it's Boo-Boo Andrade, and cool. Then I'm looking at you and then I'm looking at you and I'm like, all right, you keeping it consistent. You keeping it consistent. I always listen to my brother support. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. It's all about consistency. Stop. It's no sense of pushing a narrative when it comes. This is what I'm saying. It's no sense of pushing a narrative with Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andrade, because whatever happens, we already know what happened. It's no sense of trying to devalue a guy that you know and I know that fight should have happened in the middleweight division. Who fucked up the middleweight division potential undisputed bout? Who fucked that up? Let me say, who fucked that up? Let's see if everybody here is all hands on. If everybody here real, who fucked up the middleweight undisputed potential bout? Who? Leonardo. That's what I'm. Come on, man. Come on, man. It was one guy that had all the belts and another guy that had one belt. Who fucked the potential undisputed bout? Scant Rat says Canelo. Jay Briss said Canelo's team. King KO says blame Heyman. Now we can't even be in that, and that's what I mean about the YTBC. It's like we can't even be in the same, like it's like I'll be real, bro. I'll be real with y'all, man. I am not that passionate to go live like I used to, because people just it's if I'm gonna have this dialogue, or maybe I'm just not gonna look at the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta be real, bro. Y'all gotta be. I know. I seen the analytics. Most of the people that watch channels, boxing channels, are over 25 years old, bro. Y'all gotta keep it. Y'all gotta be men about this shit. Who is to blame for the middleweight undisputed? For the potential middleweight undisputed when Andre had the belts and Canelo had the belts. Why that did not happen? King KO, Al Heyman doesn't deal with Canelo nor Demetrius Andrade. Oh, so blaming Al Heyman, ¿qué tú estás hablando, mi hermano? Diablo, man, coñazo. The promoters, who's promoter? Who? Charlo passed 2 opportunities. Mira, they blaming y'all blaming on Charlo when 2 guys had the belts. Y'all blaming that on Charlo. He said Triple G versus Andre should have happened, the easiest fight to make. Mira eso, mira. Canelo's promoter who petitions. Golden Boy. Canelo team. Canelo bum fans did plant. Had a belt, or Yearjim had a belt. But Boo Boo got a belt. Canelo because his name on the sign. Thank you, Leonardo. So it's either the facts is it was Canelo's team. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna blame, knowing that all fighters have business handlers that handle their shit, that file petitions, that manage them, that promotes them. Fighters fight. Fighters fight, ladies and gentlemen. Fighters fight. No fighter in boxing has that type of power. Canelo Alvarez now has hit that level of power like Floyd Mayweather has. But even them will have to partner with Eddie Hearn to flip the bill. Even Floyd Mayweather, when he left Top Rank, need a partner with Golden Boy Promotion to flip the bill. So fighters really don't get the blame like that. Fighters don't get the blame. Fighters don't duck. Fighters don't duck. Fighters is not afraid. Fighters is not regular people. Fighters are molded to fight. Canelo Alvarez, at what age did he start boxing? At what age did he become a professional? At 15 years old fighting men. ¿Qué ese tipo le tiene miedo? A nadie. Canelo Alvarez ain't scared of a fucking man. Demetrius Andrade started at the age of what? 5, 6 years old. He ain't scared of shit. He's been fighting these hands. Been fighting since 6 years old. Keith Thurman, been fighting since 7 years old. Danny Garcia since 7 years old. Don't compare yourself to fighters that are groomed to fight. Is what they do, is what they are. No le tienen miedo a nadie. No le tienen miedo a nadie. Lo que tienen miedo, the ones that are scared, is those hands in the cookie jar, the men in suits. Those are the people that be like, oh shit, I ain't gonna take this risk on my investment. But it's fun for y'all to say, oh, yo, Demetrius Andrade, deck Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade, deck Lomachenko, and Demetrius Andrade, deck Lara. But Canelo Alvarez did it up because that's not popular opinion. That opinion, see, if I say, mira, I did a video, I'll do a video, and I'll say, shit, Canelo's team has to take responsibility for not fighting Demetrius Andrade. Canelo's team ducked Demetrius Andrade. 20 unsubscribed. 23 unsubscribed. You know what I said in my mind? I said, gracias a Dios que se fueron esa gente. Váyanse de aquí, par de mamacuevazo. Because you are just a part of supporting narratives and enabling narratives. Get out of here. I don't care about the people that subscribe like that. That unsubscribe like that. Yo amo la gente that respects and understands where I'm coming from. When I say that, I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively doesn't mean that I'm right, nor does it mean that I'm wrong. I'm giving you my perspective as genuine as I can. And if there's other boxing heads that's going to educate me, I'm open for that, man. Let's educate. Let's build boxing. The hardcore boxing fan tear boxing down. Rap Star Boxing Night is in the building. What's good, brother? What's good? The voice of the UK London. We don't got to agree to love the sport of boxing. Exactly. We don't got to agree. You don't got to agree. But let's keep it real, though. Let's keep it real in one sense. Let's keep it real. People like to pick and choose. People like to pick and choose when the mandatory is the important shit. Ain't nobody was talking about no Abdul Kokorov. Who the fuck was talking about Abdul Kokorov in the welterweight division for the IBF mandatory that been sitting there since March 2019? Abdul Kokorov was in position for the mandatory for Earl the True Spence for almost 3 years. Ain't nobody said shit about that shit. You know why? Because people understand that the biggest fight is Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. And nothing should get in the way of that. He said, Jerry E, stop the narrative. Boo-Boo ain't never fought. He said, stop the narrative. Boo-Boo ain't never fought a champion. And you think Canelo is scared of him. Ladies and gentlemen, when did I say that Canelo? I just said like two minutes ago. No fighters are scared of nobody. Nor Canelo. That's what I mean. People are here to just, I'm telling you, yo, the YTBC is Bellevue Hospital. It's Bellevue Hospital. Son retardados la gente aquí, eh. ¿Qué usted están fumando? Jerry, ¿qué tú estás fumando, mi hermano, para que yo lo venda? And I want to get rich. What are you smoking today? Jerry E, what are you smoking today? Because there's people out here that, you know what I'm saying, probably struggling. They want to sell some shit. Jerry E, what are you smoking today, my brother? ¿Qué tú estás fumando, maldito craquero? ¿Qué tú estás fumando? Dímelo, mi hermano. ¿Qué tú estás fumando que yo lo quiero vender? No te vayas, maldito. Hey, háblame ahora. Jerry, ¿qué tú estás fumando? Que lo quiero vender. I be Nino, you be G Money. Que te pone como un craquero también. Dime. When did I say that Canelo Alvarez is scared? ¿Ah? Usted es estúpido, eh. Usted no escucha, eh. That's what I'm telling y'all, folks. That's what I'm telling y'all, people, man. I'm telling y'all, brothers. I'm telling you que la gente tú sabes, tan ahí, hey, eso está fumado ahí mismito. You could tell them, hey, yo, I got a black hat with red lettering. Hey, yo, Punch, stop the cap. Stop the cap. That's black and red. Eso es lo que yo dije, par de mamagüevazo, estúpido, eh. ¿Qué yo dije? No. Okay, the thing is, I don't like to talk. I don't. When people are not sober, no, en más no hablo. Yo hablo con ese tipo mañana. The neutral corner was good, brother. I've been gone from boxing channels for a minute because of the BS. Yo, I don't watch. To be honest, I don't tune in unless it's somebody really. He said, not talking about you, Punch, talking about these Canelo haters. But there's also people that are Demetrius Andrade and Charlo haters. What about them? I know they're Canelo haters, but there are other haters. Speak on them too. Speak on the Demetrius Andrade and Charlo haters too. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Let's keep it all out there. Let's be real. I know there's Canelo Alvarez haters. I know there's a lot of Canelo Alvarez supporters. And Canelo Alvarez supporters are so strong that any name that is attached to Canelo Alvarez, those fighters get hated. What's good? The neutral corner, man. How's everything? Yo, Brian Guzman in the building. What's good, man? I'm only sub to about 10 boxing channels because most are biased. You're one of them, sir. Or bias. Bias in what sense? Tell me who I'm biased to. Self-production, fight sample. See, the thing is, a lot of Canelo Alvarez supporters may hate that guy, may hate a southpaw, but a lot of Canelo Alvarez haters may like him. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of haters, there's a lot of supporters, and people are going to capitalize off it. That's all I'm talking about. The love and the hate. Oh, okay. Good looking out. Good looking out, Fight Sports Talk. Appreciate that. Yeah. This, when people say that I'm biased, let's say King, he said Tio. I'm allowed to be a fan because I have a boxing channel and I'm a host of my own boxing channel. That doesn't mean I'm not a fan of certain fighters. That doesn't eliminate me from being a fan. I've said it so many times. If you follow the channel, I said it so many times. People critique the people that I like. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Wilder. I'm a fan of Gary Russell. I'm a fan of Keith Von Thurman is my favorite. Well, is my favorite fighter. Boo Boo Andre. Tio. Amanda Serrano. Jessica McCaskill. Alicia Baumgartner. Estrada. Who else? Canelo Alvarez. Jermall Charlo. Inoue. Nonito. Chocolatito. I love Ioka. I could be fans too. Bam Rodriguez is a fighter that I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm growing so much to. I wasn't a fan of Earl Spence. Earl Spence has been this. I'm like, yo, he's proved me as a fan, man, wrong. Like, yo, this guy is the goods. I thought that Earl Spence was basic coming up, and I said, nah, man, please, man. I respect Earl Spence, Bud Crawford, Bam, the next great. Hell yeah. Katie Taylor, one of the best, a trailblazer. You know what I'm saying? Young fighters. I always talk about young fighters. My youngins, Ben Whitaker, Gary Cully, Keyshawn Davis, Floyd Schofield. And these guys are still young. The Ryan Garcia. I'm not hating on, they can be tricky, but you have to keep it moving to the left. I am excited to see Stanionis in the future. Stanionis is tough. I'm saying he got to tighten up on the defense, but he's tough. He's tough. Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. I'm a fan of a lot of these fighters. I respect fighters that I might not be fans of. You know what I'm saying? Michel Rivera, ese de lo mío. De lo mío. Henry Cedeño Martinez. De lo mío. True, his defense up, but you know, wasn't this the last opponent? Like, was like a last. It wasn't a last replacement. No, ¿verdad? Lamont Roach, yo, Ted Bayless, and I wasn't even up on Lamont Roach, but shit, I'm like, yo, I like this guy, man. Lamont Roach, yeah, man. Lamont Roach is good, man. Lamont Roach is entertaining. I like Lamont Roach, man. You know what? I slept on Lamont Roach, bro. I don't know why. Maybe because when he lost to Jermall Herring, but when I saw his last fight, I'm like, damn, man, how you lost to Jermall Herring? Jermall Herring, one of the good people in the sport of boxing as well. Spence, he wants to big time, but then we fight conventional. Man, all I'm saying is, man, I'm just tired. You know what I'm tired of for real, man, is the people in the community trying to say that they just supporting a bunch of narratives, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe guys do have a purpose. Maybe there's groups that have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I respect channels, whether they're in groups or in the group that a lot of people make. I like Troll Boxing Talk. And when I get a chance to hear it, it entertains me. I think Troll Boxing Talk got a good channel. He's LDBC. I like Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods a cool brother. He's a cool brother. Forget about the channel or the content. He's a cool, genuine brother. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tucker World, Rap Star, Mighty Max. Who else? The Weigh-In, Showbiz. Then there's others that throw indirect shots, whether in Twitter, shit like that. You know, I ain't gonna say too many names right now because I used to recommend a lot of people to channels, but then end up like, nah, I don't want to recommend channels. But the people that I mentioned, you know what I'm saying, I respect them to the fullest. Boxing Wave, yes, Boxing Wave, my brother Harlem, Boxing Wave. The Porter podcast is always fire. Shout out to Sean Porter. There's gonna be a lot of fighters that's gonna be having their own podcast, man. There's gonna be a lot of fighters gonna be having their own podcast, man. What about Boxing Voice? He and Bill Haney pocket lately punch. Hey man, I mean they supporting. Oh, the Boxing Voice too, man. Nuts. You know, I never listened to T Street, to be honest, man. Ant-Man and Beats and Rhymes are great channels. I haven't had a chance to look at them. Nonito Raquel, Beyond the Ring with Nonito Raquel. Yes. Subscribe to that channel as well. You know, I already had the last undisputed heavyweight was way back with Lennox Lewis. Man, I feel, oh, shit. Shout out to Monty Brown. Showbiz, yeah, Showbiz is good. Nah, Showbiz is great. Showbiz is needed. I'm gonna tell you like that. Showbiz is needed. $78. You know what? I only listen to 78 when he's sometimes with Trail Boxing Talk, but I never got a chance. I don't got the time to sit and listen to a whole show of anybody, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But if I get the chance, or when I'm driving, because that's the time where I could like listen, like somebody get my undivided attention so I could listen. And if it's there, I see it on my recommendation. boom, I'll listen to it. But I'm not like these other channels that don't want to give credit to. Sometimes I listen to Barbershop Conversations in the nighttime. You know, if you got a good title or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I say it like this with Barbershop Conversation. I rather listen to I don't want to critique, but I rather listen to when he's talking. Once he opens up the panels and he have same dudes in the panels that they just, the show dies down. You know what I'm saying? I saw Fred when he turned up the other day. I like, hey yo, good job, Fred. Good job on that. I forgot what live was that. He was turned up. Good live. That was, I think that was one of the best lives you had in maybe in a very long time, because I felt the passion and I felt that you was just, you know what I'm saying? I think you really know that you said what you needed to be said, and you was not holding back on anything, not caring about nobody's feelings for and that's how it came out. I like the delivery on that live. Paulie TV, yeah, I always like Paulie Mananaji. He said some of these dudes are biased as fuck. I say that some of the content may be narrative, but I'm sorry, some of the content might be biased. Dr. Mofongo, dímelo mi hermano. But it's either, but what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Spin your narratives. Cool. Spin the narratives. It don't matter. Any channel, spin the narrative. If it's a narrative, spin the narrative. What I don't like is when people like to say that somebody is spinning a narrative when they spinning a narrative themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got tired of people. That's why I even put on the community. But don't message me. Don't tell me, yo, Punch. Yo, look at this person. Look at this. Yo, you heard what the LD? Nah, man. They do their thing, bro. They do their thing. And some of them, and if you don't like some of them, just mention their name. Don't mention the whole group, because some of them, I respect some of them. I respect some of them. The ones that I know, I don't even know all of them. I thought, to be honest, I thought that these groups, I thought it was all one. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. I'm not with that bashing. If I have a problem with that one channel, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, this channel is this channel, they said something about me or whatever, or very toxic to a community or spinning division or whatever. I'm gonna go straight to that person. And some of these channels may hate me, and some of the channel may hate me, and I respect them. Charlo been ducking Boo Boo for years, but now he finally says he's ready. I mean, we should be pushing for the fight, though. Look, even if when Charlo called out Boo Boo, wasn't like we should be like, fine, yeah, finally, instead of saying this is April Fool's, man, this fight ain't gonna happen, man, this like, why are we so bitter and everything, man? Like, if he called them out, why are we not hype? Why are we not hype? Oh, yo, Punch, because we know it's not gonna happen. Fuck that shit. Let's be optimistic about it. This is the first time that he's very, very vocal and saying, you remember a couple of years ago, he said that they blackballed Demetrius Andrade, and now Jermall Charlo saying, I want to fight Demetrius Andrade next. And Demetrius Andrade, you already know, he been wanting to fight Jermall Charlo, while we in the boxing fans ain't hyped for the fight. Why we ain't hyped for it? Then if we not hyped for it, then we send a message to the boxing handlers, to the business handlers, to the investors, saying, oh, nah, they don't really want this fight. Because we shitting on it right away. Every boxing head should be all hands on deck. Jermall Charlo called out Demetrius Andrade. We know Demetrius Andrade want to fight Jermall Charlo. Yes, everybody, all hands on deck. Everybody make a video about it. Yes, let's go, baby. Woo! No. Most of the people is like, this fight, Charlo ain't shit. Charlo don't got a resume. Demetrius Andrade don't got a resume. Coño, man. Then you wonder why fucking Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is taking man long to make. And that's why Tim Smith would come out of nowhere and say that the people is going to rob it. We send a message out there, man. We send a message. We keep the hardcore boxing keeps on sending them. But that's why the hardcore boxing fans, if you talk to any boxing personnel, they don't care about the hardcore boxing. They have gone out from the boxing for the hardcore boxing business. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck no more at all. They don't care. We hate all day. That's what we do. We hate on them all day. We hate on everybody. Punch, they just want to see black fighters fight Latinos on most of the channels. I think I don't think all the channels is like that, because everybody want to see Butter versus Spence, and those are two black fighters. You know what I'm saying? People want to see, look. People want to see. I'm going to disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because these channels, they're pumping Devin Haney to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, not Gervonta Tank Davis to fight Ryan Garcia. They're pumping Bud Crawford to fight Earl Spence. They're pumping Deontay Wilder before to fight Anthony Joshua. They're pumping Gary Russell Jr. to fight to fight Devin Haney. So it's not like that all the time. It's not like that. It's not like that. And maybe there's another channel that's you know what I'm saying? Like at one point you could think like that, but then if you really study the channels that you may be critiquing, study them more. Study them more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like that all the time, but there is a saying in boxing that the black fighter and the Mexican fighter sells more. So I think that myth has been around in boxing. It's not something that was created by a YouTuber. He said Andrade drops his hands too much. That's an easy KO for a skilled fighter. Floyd said it himself. Yeah, I don't think that's a YouTube narrative or channel narrative, in my opinion. I think that's been in the boxing business. Why are we not getting them? PBC fighters don't want it, or Heyman blocking it. I don't know. I've seen a lot of fights with Al. I think PBC has done a great job, but narrative pushers will tell you that PBC has done a horrible job. Let me see what PBC has done for these fighters. PBC, right? Andy Ruiz left. What was it? Top Rank. 4 months later, he's with PBC and got a shot at the world title to fight Anthony Joshua and won. Who gave him the opportunity? Who gave the opportunity so we could see the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world? Who? Al Heyman. Did Al Heyman put Earl Spence versus Kell Brook? Well, that was mandatory. But did he go fight Kell Brook? Yes. Does Earl Spence fought Danny Garcia? Yes. Did Earl Spence fight Sean Porter? Yes. Did Keith Thurman fought Porter? Yes. Did Keith Thurman fight Danny Silva Garcia? Yes. Did Danny Silva Garcia did Ugas fight Manny Pacquiao? Did Manny Pacquiao fought Keith from Tom Thurman? Did Manny Pacquiao fought Adrian Broner? Al Heyman was he in the business of Adrian Broner putting him against Maidana? Huh? Yo, don't let this narrative fool you guys. PBC has done a good job, just like every other promotional company. They have goods. It's a roller coaster ride. They're not all perfect. They're not. They sometimes they do good moves. Sometimes they do bad moves or iffy moves or moves that the boxing fans don't understand. Man, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Crossover promotion that happened. Sergey Derevchenko, PBC fighter versus Triple G. Charlo versus Harrison. Charlo versus Brian Castano. Undisputed. Come on, y'all. Don't let that fake you. Don't let that. Gervonta Tank Davis, Isaac Cruz, and now people would love to see a rematch with Isaac Cruz. There's Manny Pacquiao Promotions, but they work with Al Heyman. Top Rank has done a good job. Top Rank has given us Loma versus Tio. They did a good job with Devin Haney and George Cambosa. They done a good job with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, and Miguel Burchell. They done a good job as well. But Turbia versus Joe Smith Jr. They done a good job themselves. The Navarrete fights, the up-and-coming fights, they've done a good job with Edgar Berlanga in marketing. Marketing Edgar Berlanga. Now, Edgar Berlanga, you know what I'm saying? He don't got that hype, but let's not forget that the machine has done a wonderful job. I'm telling you, like right now, there's channels out there that are going to spin narratives on this. They're going to go with the Top Rank and shit on PBC, and then the PB, and there's going to be supporters of PBC that's going to shit on Top Rank. And in the end of the day, dime Vladimir, gracias, mi hermano. On the end of the day, man, they own narrative pushes, bro. We're going. So I'm letting y'all know so y'all can identify that what you think you support, you actually hate. Some people be, oh, I hate, yo, them narrative pushes and shit like that. I hate them PBCs and I hate. Nah, man, you just supporting a narrative, man. In the welterweight division, they all been fighting each other. The only fight that really didn't happen in PBC was Keith from Tom Thurman and Earl Spence, but every fight already happened. Loyal to the soil. Only racist people raise bait. Now, I'm not going to say that because people race bait. They're racist. Is that some of them is a political, it's like a political business model. You ignite emotions off talking about race. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that feel that they have racism victimhood. So there's content creators that know how to use that. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted, though. Don't get it twisted. Everybody could be racist, bro. Every race, white, black, and I don't even like to say colors and shit like that because we're all brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. God didn't give us colors. He don't give a damn about colors. But let's talk so people can identify and understand what I'm trying to say. When I did Jermall Charlo content, I was getting unsubscribed left and right. Latinos was calling me that I'm a sellout to la raza. Yeah, there's Latino races as well. Just like there was black races, just like there's white races. Yeah. When I do content, some of my Latino quote unquote supporters, I find out that some of them are racist as well. You a sellout punch, and then there's black people. The black people, you a sellout punch, you a coon punch. The Spanish people, if I speak good about Demetrius Andrade, they unsubscribe. I made a video about Demetrius Andrade. I had 20 unsubscribers. And I get messages. Oh, man, I thought you were for the Latinos, yo. You a sellout. So what are those? Racist too? But I'm grateful. You know why? Because this channel could talk. See, you're going to go to a channel going to soothe your needs. You're going to go to a channel and they're going to shit on Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, but you can walk into this channel and I praise Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, and Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, the super middleweight undisputed, King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez has done it all. Canelo Alvarez is the man, is the king right now. Still with the loss, he's the king. I could say that. Demetrius Andrade, one of the most avoided fighters of this era. Skills that pay the bills. Skills that pay the bills. 2 division world champion, Olympian. The number that before becoming a professional was the #1 fighter in America. With a beautiful class of with the Charlo brothers, Charles Hatley, Keith Thurman, Deontay Wilder, Gary Russell, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Leo Santa Cruz, Saddam Ali. Oh, that class was tough. And Demetrius Andrade was the #1 in the motherfucking country. Just like Keyshawn Davis is the #1 in the motherfucking country. They're all racist, man. I got it from both sides, bro. I got it from both sides, man. I got it from both sides. It's either y'all respect or y'all could be, or y'all could be, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be comfortable with the narrative, be comfortable with the narrative, but don't contradict yourself, man. Don't go after a narrative when you support another narrative. You understand what I'm trying to say? Don't go after the narrative pushers when you support a narrative pusher. So when somebody's talking shit about, let's say, oh, Devin Haney is the man, and Gervonta Tank Davis, these guys hasn't done shit, and Ryan Garcia ain't shitty, and they don't want to get the title, and they ducking, and Devin Haney is the boogeyman. And then on the flip side, they talk shit about Devin Haney and then praise them. It's the same shit. The facts is this: lightweight division. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis is the most lucrative fight in the lightweight division. For the hardcores and the casuals and the business of boxing. People outside of their business saying the same shit. They have said, everybody in the business of boxing saying this is probably the most lucrative fight in boxing. Now, there's fans that don't give a damn about the money. True, cool. We're not in the business of caring about the money. But we got to be in the business to understand the business of boxing. The little that they give us, we got to understand it so we can understand why things happen the way it happens. The legacy fight is Devin Haney in the lightweight division. Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. That's going to be the legacy fight, what gets you into the Hall of Fame. You see? Those are the facts. Now, what these fighters want for their career. Sometimes we do get conflicted with what we want for them. Maybe we got to ask them, what do you want out of your career? I've done it before. We're trying to manage their career. We're trying to make them want something that they don't want. Ryan Garcia told us and the whole world, the belts don't matter. Belts do matter. It gotta matter to you. He's telling you belts don't matter. He's telling you that in the end of the day, even if I beat Devin Haney and I got the belts, people will consider him the boogeyman. I still will have to beat Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko because people consider them as the threat. If I beat Gervonta Tank Davis, I will feel I'm really the man because already people feel Gervonta Tank Davis is the man. Is it wrong for Ryan Garcia to think that way? I think he's actually accurate in feeling that way. Well, we want Ryan Garcia to go after Devin Haney and get the titles, that too. But I understand what Ryan Garcia is saying. Do I agree with it? I don't have to agree with it, but I understand what Ryan is saying. I understand what he's saying. If Tyson Fury says, shit, the biggest fight in the UK and my biggest money fight will be to fight Anthony Joshua, even if he loses to Alexander Usyk, but the undisputed bout will be better with Alexander Usyk. And Tyson Fury fights Anthony Joshua. Let him do that. I will watch it anyway. What's the YTBC, guys? YouTube boxing community. Or YouTube boxing cunts. Nah. YouTube boxing community. So this is the YouTube boxing community, right? Has a bunch of channels and subscribers and followers and hardcore boxing fans that like to chop it up in boxing. A lot of people ain't keeping it real. A lot of people ain't keeping it real, man. A lot of people just is supporting debunking narrative, but supporting another narrative. They just don't want to tell the truth because they're scared. They're scared to lose subscribers because it compromises what they build. See, I could say whatever I want to say. I'm free. There's people that's already a slave to their own channel. They saying like, yo, I want to give props to this person, but if I give props, shit, I've been talking shit about Demetrius Andrade for so long. If I give him props, my whole fan base is gonna shit on me. And this is why there's channels out there that can't give credit to Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, or anybody else because they build it off Canelo. And then there's other people that build their channel off hating Canelo. They can't give Canelo Alvarez credit. You understand the game? If you feel like there's a race baiting channel, if you feel like, oh, they can't just all of a sudden. If this channel was saying that we're for this is a pro-black channel, and then they talking great about they built their channel being pro-black, and now they giving so much credit to Latinos and European fighters, the subscribers are going to be like, what the fuck am I tuning into? That's not why I subscribe to this channel. That's why I say, man, support the Unbiased logically and objectively so you could get an objectively content from either side. Canelo Alvarez don't need to really fight Demetrius Andrade at this point of his career. Those are the facts. I don't think so. At this point, he don't have to. At one point, he should have because that was for the undisputed. Canelo Alvarez team fucked that shit up. Those are the facts. Are they scared to fight one another? No, they're not. Is Canelo Alvarez scared of Demetrius Andrade? No. Is Demetrius Andrade scared of Canelo Alvarez? No. Canelo team fucked the middleweight undisputed up. Those are the facts. Canelo Alvarez did greater things. Demetrius Andrade has stayed really stuck in his position. Why? Because his belt really don't matter to people. His belt don't matter because then people will want to become a champion. Then Jaime Munguia, then Golden Boy Promotion would have put Demetrius Andrade and Jaime Munguia. Well, Jaime Munguia was the mandatory position for Demetrius Andrade. Well, he took him out. So he couldn't get that big fight. He can't get a Charlo fight. He can't get a Triple G fight. A Triple G fight that's supposed to be the easiest unification bout because both of these guys are in the zone. Even the zone representative wanted Demetrius Andrade and Triple G. Triple G team says no. Danny Medina, mi hermano, ¿qué es lo que? Is Canelo still top 4 pound for pound? I think so. Top 5, top 6. I respect it. Then Canelo sued Golden Boy. But Canelo was with Golden Boy, who apparently didn't want to see Canelo fight Kovalev. He must def one, but the world never will. So when it comes to Demetrius Andrade and the Canelo thing, the benefit of the doubt goes to Demetrius Andrade, whether you like it or not, because Canelo team fucked that fight up. But now, does he need to fight him? No. Don't need to fight him. But those are the facts. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at the facts. Don't try to oh no, Demetrius doesn't got a resume. He doesn't want it. Doesn't matter. He could chase anybody. If Canelo Alvarez is that guy, then everybody should be wanting to chase Canelo Alvarez. People shouldn't get mad that they chasing Canelo Alvarez. We want them to enhance their legacy. But think about it. Ain't nobody respecting them. They don't even know what to enhance. People just told Demetrius Andrade for years, right? Oh, Demetrius Andrade is fighting a bunch of Euro fighters that we can't even pronounce their names. But all of a sudden, everybody know. How do you pronounce Janabek's last name? I don't even know how to pronounce Janabek's last name. Demetrius Andrade has been critiqued for fighting guys for European guys that we can't pronounce his name. But now Janabek now everybody know how to pronounce his last name. Now everybody know how to pronounce his last name. What happened to that narrative? What happened to that narrative? I thought y'all didn't want to see another mandatory. I thought y'all said that if he fights, he needs to fight Liam Williams. He needs to fight Liam Williams. He needs to fight Liam Williams. He fought Liam Williams, and now you want him to fight Janabek. But y'all don't want to push. Y'all don't have the same energy for Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade like y'all have for Janabek, because all of a sudden Janabek comes out of nowhere. Ain't nobody been talking about Janabek. I've been here long enough. How you pronounce his last name, King KO? People gonna be like, yo, people gonna be on YouTube to forward to the announcer and be like, Janabek, fuck out of here. Ain't nobody was talking about no Janabek, bro. Ain't nobody was talking about. No disrespect to Janabek. Ain't nobody was talking about Janabek. Ain't nobody mix and matching with nobody. Nobody was doing a bunch of videos of Janabek and Triple G. And that's Kazakhstan. Ain't nobody say, hey, yo, we got the real Kazakhstan style. You need to pass the torch. They haven't even told Triple G to pass the torch to Janabek. That's how much they never talked about Janabek. Even when we talking about young up and coming fighters, we talking about Boots, we talking about Virgil, we talking about Bam Bam. Barely people wasn't talking about no Janabek. We talk about Jaime Munguia more than we talk about Janabek. We talk more about Chris Eubank Jr. than we talk about Janabek. Now people want to talk about Janabek. The only reason people want to talk about Janabek is it's a shame Demetrius Andrade. Just keep it real, keep it honest. Y'all don't give a fuck about him. Y'all ain't shame no Janabek with Charlo or Triple G or the Canelo Alvarez or anybody. Y'all ain't shame him. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Boo Boo needs to fight a top dog to change his carrera. It's not going to change boxing fan. People are going to hate this. People are going to hate regardless. I've watched it. I've talked about it. I've been in dialogues with people. They say that he's boring. He breaks the jaw. They say that he needs to fight his mandatory. And let's see if he beats Liam Williams, that he should get the big fight. And he don't got nothing. Nobody is pressuring those fights. No, it's time for people to get. It's time for us to push others to fight him. It's always Demetrius Andrade got to do this. The only way that he fights somebody, that somebody fights him. Thank you. That's what he needs. And it's not even a shot. You know why? Because he already got a belt. He is in position so they could also enhance their legacy. He's in position in where he has a fight with Triple G or Charlo, and they all could still enhance their legacy. You know what I'm saying? Minds are conditioned to think one way. A lot of people believe in a lie. Now, let me tell you right here, look. Hold on. Espérate, te digo aquí. See, like let's say currently right now, I lost 5 subscribers. Por eso está bueno. Because if I lose the 5, right now I lost 5 subscribers. But that's cool. You know why? Because I'm breaking it unbiased, logically, and objectively. Whoever unsubscribed is because they did not like Unbiased. So the 5 people that just unsubscribed is because they did not like Unbiased. Those are the people, and go to the other channels. Cool. I'm good. Go to the other channels. Voila. Goodbye, my friends. They weren't actual subscribers. Oh, that too. But it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Once you compromise the people, they don't like it. Trust me, I get it all the time. And I even get DMs. Yo, I respect your punch, John. But Boo Boo ain't shit. And Boo Boo is this. I don't know what you saying, but Jermall Charlo ain't shit. You remember what you talking about the vaccine and all that? They can't handle the truth, man. They can't handle Unbiased, bro. You know, so, but look, over here, man, we're going to be preaching tomorrow, tune in. I got a surprise for y'all tomorrow. Most definitely. Now, I don't know exactly at what time I'm going to go live. But tomorrow, it's going to be some good exclusive tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good exclusive. Tune in. I'll put the thumbnail. I don't know at what time it might be late afternoon, might be in the evening, might be, past 9. I don't know yet, but I'm going to let y'all know in the community. And also for the members, I'm going to put on the members. So if y'all want to ask questions to this particular person that I'm going to do an exclusive with, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to lock it down. I'm going to try to lock it down tonight and see if you know what I'm saying? I could, if it's going to come, but for sure it's going to be tomorrow. I guess. Yeah. It's going to not, well, now I'm going to see them and shit like that. So Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one tomorrow. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, good looking out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Support the real. Everybody keep on doing your thing. If y'all need to spin that narrative, whatever, man. I respect all fighters, man. Of course, man, we could joke around here and there. Jenna Beck, I respect Jenna Beck. I did the video just to give the people a taste of their own medicine. But I do believe that Andrade and Charlo is a way better fight and a more important fight than a mandatory. I'm always going to pick the unification bout more than a mandatory. And Devin Haney, great talent. Went to Australia, did what he had to do. Got the W. That's what a fighter should be. That's what a fighter should primarily care about, getting the W. I just feel like in the rematch, show out, man. You be entertaining, man. Make a statement so people won't snub you with the names of Ryan Garcia and Loma and Javante Tan Davis. You make a statement, bro. You make a statement. Knock this dude out of here, man. I'm telling you, man. People gonna change. People are gonna pop. Watch. People are gonna be like Devin Haney and Javante Tan Davis, like that. If you make a statement, Dev, you could do it. You got the tools to do it. That's why I'm putting that pressure. Yeah, because I know you're listening. So I'm putting that pressure up, brother. Go out there in the rematch, make a motherfucking statement. Motherfucker can't hold your jock strap. Cambosa can't hold your jock strap. We saw that. Now it's time to make a statement. That's all. But love y'all. God bless. Peace out and on to the